Trading futures and options involves significant risk and is not suitable for all investors. You should consult with your financial advisor to determine if such trading is appropriate for your financial situation and experience. ITG Capital Management LLC and its affiliates make no guarantees of performance, accuracy, or profit from the use of any trading system, signal, or algorithm, including ITG Quantum AI or any educational strategy. Welcome to the ITG Edge educational series, where we continue to demonstrate real-world applications of ITG Quantum AI across various market conditions and strategies. In this segment, we'll show you how our AI performs in a live market environment. Up until now, all of our demonstrations have utilized tick data and market replay functionality within MotiveWave to simulate trades with high accuracy. These simulations allowed us to showcase our algorithm running for hours, days, and even months, something that simply isn't feasible to record in real time. But today, we're doing something different. You're about to see ITG Quantum AI in actual market conditions, executing trades as the market unfolds. With one key distinction: orders are routed to a simulation account rather than a live-funded one. However, everything else operates just as it would in live trading. When the AI places a stop or limit order, it enters the order book in its correct position and will only be executed when the market price reaches it, just as it would in real trading conditions. This gives us an authentic, real-time test of system performance without the capital risk. For today's test, we began trading at 12:03 p.m. on Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. We're running ITG Quantum AI version 4.02 with FIBO buffer progression logic. The test capital allocation is set at $20,000 for the E-mini contract and $2,000 for the E-micro contract. We're also trying something new. Instead of traditional time-based candles, we're using a range chart, which forms each candle based purely on price movement, not time. This type of chart filters out noise and gives clearer signals during periods of high volatility or low volume. This session ran for just over 3 hours, so for viewing efficiency, we'll be speeding up the footage and trimming the length to keep it concise while still capturing all the critical moments. Let's dive in and see how ITG Quantum AI handles live market dynamics, executing trades, managing risk, and adapting to changing conditions in real time. Our first trade of the day was initiated at 12:09 p.m. and closed in profit just 5 minutes later. At 12:22 p.m., the AI entered a second trade, quickly scaling in with an additional contract. Both positions were closed together at 12:30 p.m., locking in another gain. The third trade was opened at 12:40 p.m. and successfully closed at 12:52 p.m. Let's pause for a quick analysis of the current market conditions. As shown in the top right corner of the screen, by 1 p.m. the market had gained approximately 37 points on the day, about 6 points higher than when we began trading. For the past 30 minutes, the market has been attempting to break above the R1 level from pivot theory and move toward the next logical resistance, R2, which coincides with the weekly R1 level. At this stage, we're trading above both the nightly and daily ranges, as well as above the super trend indicator. By all technical signals, the market should continue higher, but price action is beginning to weaken. Our next trade signal didn't come until 1:36 p.m., nearly 30 minutes after the previous trade. At 1:48 p.m., we received the first reversal signal, suggesting a possible corrective move. But because we trade using a systematic, algorithmic approach, there's no emotional reaction or manual interference. This is the key difference between discretionary trading and mechanical algorithmic execution. A few minutes later, just as anticipated, the market pulled back toward the supertrend support, triggering a series of scaled entries, first with 6 contracts, then 11, and eventually 16. As the daily session ended and the aftermarket opened, price action accelerated to the downside, breaking below the supertrend level and signaling a shift from bullish to bearish sentiment. By the end of this breakdown, the AI had accumulated 29 open positions and showed an unrealized loss of around $3,500. But remember, unrealized losses are just that, unrealized. Since we're operating within a preset daily risk limit, this is not the time to panic or start manually closing trades in an attempt to minimize losses. Doing so would only lock in losses and most likely lead to revenge trading, something we strive to avoid. This is where trading with a structured plan and disciplined automation makes all the difference. By 2:10 p.m., we were still down more than half of our daily risk limit, with 37 active positions. Is it time to panic? Not at all. At 2:19 p.m., based on our proprietary market analysis system, the very framework we teach in our futures masterclasses, we received a strong signal that the correction was over and a reversal was imminent. By 2:28 p.m., all positions were closed, ending the sequence with an impressive $6,100 in realized profit. We resumed recording about 10 minutes later, just as the AI entered another long position. As expected, the super trend direction had shifted once again, and ITG Quantum AI seamlessly adapted, placing buy orders in alignment with the new upward trend. This marked our fifth trade since activating the AI. We held the position for 17 minutes without adding more contracts, and it eventually closed with a profit, bringing our running total to $6,350. At 2:52 p.m., another trade was initiated, followed quickly by an additional contract. Both positions were closed 8 minutes later with an additional $300 gain. At 3:07 p.m., the AI identified a new signal and placed another long order, still following the bullish bias indicated by Supertrend. By now, the market had formed a clearly defined range, suggesting an imminent breakout in either direction. A false breakdown attempt triggered a scaled entry, pushing us to 7 total contracts. But on the very next candle, the market rebounded sharply into the range. At 3:19 p.m., just 12 minutes after the previous entry, those positions were closed, adding another $1,000 and lifting our total to $7,700. 10 minutes later, at 3:28 p.m., the AI picked up 2 final positions just as we resumed recording. With only minutes left in the session, the market made a quick push, and both trades were closed almost immediately. Total profit, $8,025. But just as we were preparing to wrap up and finalize this video, the market dipped once more towards supertrend support and rebounded. Since the algorithm was still active, it captured one last move, adding a final $2,000 to close the day at exactly $10,000 in profit, all within just over 3 hours of trading. As you've just seen, ITG Quantum AI performs with the same precision and consistency in both market replay and real-time live conditions. But as always, a word of caution: past performance is not a guarantee of future results.